Hi, everyone. As you know by now, we will be using Freckle as one of the tools for helping our students catch up during our summer school session. So this is a very quick Freckle tutorial, but you will be provided with the links so that you can go back through at your own pace and go through what it is that you need more help with. So Freckle, first of all, the very first thing that you need to do is introduce Freckle to your students. Let them know that Freckle is able to understand what it is that they're doing correctly, and then give them extra help where they need it. It's a computer aided program. So Freckle knows what kind of questions are best for the students. We need to let them know that. We need to let them know that teachers can see live how they're doing on Freckle and know when they need help. And then let them know that they earn coins and get a reward when they work hard and answer questions correctly. And if they earn enough coins, then they're able to visit the piggy bank or the piggy store or Freckle store and buy things for their avatar. And depending on which grade level they are, their avatar will look differently. The next thing that we need to let them know is how they access Freckle. To access Freckle, our students are going to go into their Clever account. Remember, they click on the sign in to Clever with Google if they're an older student. If not, then they may have their Clever QR code that they can use in front of a camera if it's a Chromebook or a tablet. Once they are in Clever, then they're going to select the big R. They can scroll down. There's a video here to show them how to get there. You can click this and show your students the video. Then once they are in Renaissance, they will select Freckle. Remember that all changes that need made to a student account will be made through Clever. So just as a reminder, any changes, email me and let me know. For our junior high and high school students, they may need to click when they first sign in. If they've already taken their STAR assessment, they'll need to click connect to the STAR assessment in the upper left-hand corner. Then the next thing that we need is the first time students log into Freckle. If they have not taken the STAR assessment, then they will be given a pretest. For each domain or section that they go into, they'll be given a pretest, and then that is what they will work at that level through each one. It's a short assessment that's going to help give a baseline for what they understand and what kind of content they should be working with. Then the computer will assist in providing them with the practice they need. It's called adaptive practice. So once we've identified the student's area of need based on Freckle or STAR other assessments, then Freckle's going to automatically use its adaptive features, or we can target assignments. That's called targeted practices. There's a little video you can watch here. So how do I get my students practicing? We can do either adaptive practice, let the computer assign them, or we can also assign and administer. There is a video that you can watch, a little webinar on using adaptive practice to differentiate an ELA. So if you're an ELA teacher, this will be the video you'll want to watch. Then there's also how do I use adaptive practice in math? You can click here and it will take you to a specific printed off. You can print it off. That way, if you're a person that needs to see it in print, that's what these little clicks are for on the side of both the ELA and the math. The next thing, you can click here for printable instructions of how do I set up my targeted. So more closely, you can guide your students and their assignments using targeted assignments. This would be if you want to have all of your students working on the same curriculum area or skill at the same time. Or if you have some students that missed because they were absent, you might want to assign them specifically the skill that will help them catch up. So that is called targeted assignments. And I'm going to show you now how to get to those targeted assignments. But you will, if you click here, you have a printable you can print it off on how to create assignments in Freckle, and you can have this close by. So the very first thing that you're going to do is go to Freckle. And for us as teachers to get there, we go through Clever as well. We search for this R for Renaissance. You can favorite it and move it up to the top under your favorites. Once you're in Renaissance, you're going to click on your Freckle dashboard, and that's going to be located right here. It just looks like a look for pink. Once you're inside of your Freckle dashboard, teachers are going to be on their home page, and you'll see these instructions that I've just gone over right here for how to connect your students with their STAR assessment if they need to, or how students can log in and log on. So this one, the difference in what I went over is that this doesn't carry you through Clever, and we need to have our students going through Clever. So to get an assignment set up, what you can do is you can either go to assignments here, or on your home page, you can click explore. So if it's math that you need, you're on the math automatically, or you can click ELA. Standards-based practice, click explore, and it will open up for whatever grade level that you have set it for. It will open up those first, and then you can simply click on what it is that you need. You can browse for articles and stories, or you can click assignments. Make sure you're in the correct tab. So I'm just going to click ELA, and then I can click on add an assignment. It will bring me to my library, K through 9, skills practice, whatever it is that I want to set up for my students to work on. I can click in it to find the target area, find what it is that I want. So let's say that I want them to read this social studies about the 13th Amendment or about the flu pandemic. Then I just click on it. Here's the assign button. I can either assign it via the computer, or I can actually print it with the answers, or print it without the answers. Or I can share it. So I'm going to click assign. It's going to ask me to select my grade level for the assignment, the course that I want to assign it to, and then or specifically certain students, or I can select all. Then I'm going to come down here to the bottom, and I'm going to either assign it in the future. It's going to give me a calendar, or I'm going to assign it immediately. When I click assign immediately, you notice I can assign it through Google Classroom. Remember, I have to remind my students to open Freckle in a separate tab before they open their Google assignment. Otherwise, it will not take them directly into Freckle. So you can assign it through Google Classroom, or you can just assign it, and it will assign it to their Freckle account. And when they open it up, it will be there on their teacher page that they choose. Hope this helps.